Hey everyone, it's Susie here. I really hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today and this week, I'm going to be sharing the start of my 2025 75 hard journey. We are about to embark on 75 days dedicated to self-improvement, improving mental toughness and discipline, and a physical challenge as well. 75 hard is no joke, and I definitely wanted to do a round this year. I thought it could be really interesting to fully document it on YouTube and show a real experience of doing this. Each week I'm going to take you along with me. I'm going to show you exactly what it's like. But before we get started, I need to sit and do my skincare because if you didn't tell, I literally woke up like this. If you're not new here or you know me personally, you'll know that this is not my first experience with 75 hard. I've actually completed 75 hard 3 times before, and I've also failed it multiple times before as well. It is a challenge that when I've done this before, I have seen huge results. But most importantly for me, it's all about showing up for yourself every single day. And the main reason why I've decided to do another round of 75 hard is because a lot of my goals this year really align with this challenge. One of my big goals for 2025 is to read 25 books. And with 75 hard, reading is a part of this challenge. So I was like, okay, tick. Another one of my big goals for 2025 is to feel really strong in my body. I am so dedicated to this goal with my health and with my physical strength as well. This challenge aligns with that because every single day I'll be working on that. I think this challenge is just going to keep me accountable to actively work on things every single day for the next 75 days. As this is week 1, just before I started the challenge, I sat down and journaled and I really got clear on why I'm doing this challenge. I think that's so important. If you're about to embark on your own 75 hard journey, being so clear with why you're doing this is so important because at the end of the day, 75 hard is a challenge and it's not easy. It's definitely called 75 hard for a reason. Within the challenge, every single day for 75 days, here are the rules of the game. You have to do 2 45-minute workouts every single day. One of them has to be outside. The second thing is you have to take a progress picture every single day. The third thing is you have to read 10 pages of a self-development book, non-fiction. The fourth task is to stick to a diet. The fifth thing is to drink a gallon of water. And the sixth thing is no alcohol, no cheat meals for the whole 75 days. If you miss any of these tasks or you fail to fully complete one of these tasks on any day of the 75 days, you have to start again from day 1. Those are the rules of 75 hard. If you're interested in reading a little bit more about this challenge, where it comes from, Andy Frisella who designed it, I'll leave a link in the description below. But that is a very quick summary of what 75 hard is and exactly what I'm going to be doing over the next 75 days. And like I said at the start of the video, I'm just going to keep it super real and just show you my true account of going through 75 days of 75 hard, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. I'm so grateful that I can work out from home, but honestly, I love Peloton. Being able to just switch on a workout, follow it, and have someone there with you, hyping you up, playing a banging playlist, and just being a motivator. And sometimes I feel like some workouts just find me at the right time, or within the class the instructor just says something that I need to hear that day, and today was one of those days. I did a 30-minute cycle class because it's so cold in my garage right now. I had to do something to get my body warm, and then I did a 20-minute full body workout. And in that first 30-minute class, it was a cycle class with one of my favorite instructors, Alex Toussaint. He was doing a special guest episode with an actor who plays Captain America. There was just so many things that were said in that class that were so motivational, inspiring, and just things that I needed to hear, and just felt very relevant to 75 Hard, that kind of all-in mentality.
I read a quote from you. It said when you left your house while you were preparing for this film, you didn't leave as Anthony Mackie, you left as Captain America. Every single day.
Head got to be right, your heart got to be right, you got to be focused on that day, every day.
Absolutely. Physically, your body's gonna show up. Cool, that's great.
Right.
But mentally, I want to outwork this. The body will adapt to what the mind tells you. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
I always think the universe is like listening in when I do Peloton classes, making me hear what I need to hear. I'm so glad that that workout was one of my first few of 75 Hard. Some amazing things to listen to, some inspiring things to listen to for the start of this journey. It is day 3 of 75 Hard. The first few days I've just been getting into the swing of things, knocking out these daily habits, and kind of enjoying it. It's just felt nice to like get back on track as well, especially after coming back off holiday. I am pretty jet lagged, so I am feeling tired, but I am just putting it down to the jet lag rather than the 75 Hard. But now I am about to go to the supermarket because since we've been home, we haven't done a big proper food shop. So there's a few things that I need to stock up on. And whilst I'm going to the supermarket as well, I'll show you what I'm buying and kind of my go-to foods for 75 Hard. My diet focus for 75 Hard is just focusing on whole foods, but also as well hitting a macro goal. I'm using MyFitnessPal to track my macros every single day to make sure that I get enough protein in and hitting that goal every single day. So that's my main focus with 75 Hard in terms of diet, just eating whole foods and hitting my protein goal every single day. Aside from eating whole foods and hitting my protein goals every day, I'm really trying to focus as well on eating more vegetables and filling up the volume of my meals with vegetables, but also keeping things simple and convenient and buying the foods that I love and enjoy. I love snacking on yogurt and fruit. Healthy doesn't have to mean boring. I love adding spices to my foods and having some flavour combinations that I just love and enjoy. I've just finished Manifest by Roxie Nafousi, and that was such a good book because it's February currently and coming into a brand new year. That was such a good, positive mindset type of book about manifesting, but also as well things to implement in your daily life and how to kind of work with a positive and abundant mindset. So I felt really good energy-wise after reading that book. Even if you feel like manifesting is a bit woo-woo, I feel like you can still read that book and gain positive insights and things to apply in your daily life to have a positive mindset. The next book I'm moving on to is The 10X Rule. Now, I've heard about this book. I don't really know too much about it, but the main thing that attracted me to this book is someone mentioned this book in the podcast and they said it's all about thinking bigger. I know it's catered to business. I know it's catered to self-development. I do want to be encouraged to, think a little bit bigger, dream a little bit bigger, and open my mind to that. So that's what I'm going to be reading, and that's what I'm starting reading now I've finished Manifest. If you're doing 75 Hard as well, or you're reading any self-development books at the moment, let me know in the comments what you're reading. In my previous rounds of 75 Hard, the books that have stood out to me and that I've already read Obviously, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I feel like if you're starting 75 hard and you want to get fired up and motivated, if there's anyone in this world that's going to get you fired up, it's David Goggins. Let's face facts. He's like superhuman, and his story and where he comes from and his life is insane to read about. I also read Atomic Habits, no secret to the internet, but a really good book on habits, habit stacking. And again, if you're starting 75 hard, one I would recommend, because 75 hard is about doing daily habits, and if you're learning about how to be more productive and how to habit stack and how to have some habit hacks, Atomic Habits is a really good one that might actually help you achieve 75 hard and do it in a more efficient way. Just to mention 2 more books, and these are a little bit more unconventional. I've got to mention Shoe Dog. It is the story of Nike. It's a memoir written by Phil Knight, and this book is so good, particularly if you're a small business owner, particularly if you're an entrepreneur, a creative. Honestly, this is such a good book and one that's always stood out to me. And the other unconventional mention is Untamed by Glennon Doyle. Now, this is a book that is all about stepping into your true self and being unapologetically you and claiming who you are. Honestly, a lot of strong feminine girl power energy in this book as well. I felt like it made me feel so good to read it as a woman. For my girlies, you'll particularly enjoy this. And especially if you're going through heartbreak as well, or a tough time, this is another good book to read. Yeah, something about claiming yourself and owning who you are. It's such a good book. I feel like I could make a whole separate video about books to read in 75 hard. In this round, I'm trying to look for books that are a bit outside the box, or maybe that are a bit less spoken about, or books that come to me through recommendations through other people. So I'll keep you guys updated with what I'm learning and the books I'm reading, especially if I feel like they're going to be helpful to someone else as well. So I'm going to close this video because I am about to head and do my 45-minute workout in my garage right now, but I really hope that you've enjoyed watching this one, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching me set up my 75 hard journey for 2025. And if you enjoyed this video, or maybe you're embarking on your 75 hard journey as well, it would be so nice to have you here on the channel. So you know what to do. Go ahead, press that subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.